History is littered with examples of normal people being persuaded to act in deviant, criminal or irrational ways. How do you persuade someone to do something they would not normally be prepared to do? Some people might think of hypnosis. However, hypnosis isn't really what it appears to be. It's only a kind of play acting, and no one would carry out an instruction to really commit a robbery any more than they'd murder someone if they were told to. So my real task is to insidiously massage certain ideas and mental states into these people without ever mentioning a robbery, so that hopefully, when the time comes, they will just spontaneously, of their own free will, just decide to do it. And that journey starts at a rather comfortable hotel in Hertfordshire. 13 delegates were invited to an intimate seminar to apparently learn some of my skills. They were amongst the first to answer ads placed in the press, and also to fulfill certain criteria. They had to be open, responsive types, who I felt would respond reasonably to my techniques, have no criminal record, and fall into a typical middle management income bracket or above. They also had to be deemed psychologically robust enough by an independent psychologist to take part in the show. And at the end of the show, the opportunity to commit the robbery will be offered separately and individually to just 4 of the delegates. To kick off the process of getting to know them and to amplify their behaviours a little, I introduce a couple of elements to see how they react to authority. Firstly, an actor playing an irritating security guard hassles them on their way into dinner. The antagonism that some of these people will feel towards this security guard, dressed in green, will become an important part of the jigsaw puzzle right at the end of the journey.
Enjoy.
Cheers.
To us.
Our 13 businessmen and women have been told little about the show, other than they will be taking part in a seminar to learn my skills, and that there will be follow-up filming for some of them. I'm going to teach them some genuine skills that I use, peppered with some spurious pop psychology, and quite a lot of bullshit.
Very green, isn't it? What does green do to you?
My real aim is to start to focus them unconsciously on the idea of stealing, while convincing them that they're learning real skills to keep them responsive and hungry. I have 5 hours to plant the seeds that will lead to the heist. Along the way, there are various levels at which I'm working. Make yourself feel confident about something simply by playing to their natural suggestibility. I encourage them to believe that hypnosis is a real tool which I'm using to cement their new skills. Their belief that I might be secretly hypnotizing them makes them feel that they are learning more, which is a trick employed by many speakers in this industry. People's guard, those things that seem very kind of intimidating and impenetrable that people put up, it takes nothing. It can be effortless just to move those guards out of the way and take this sort of lorry load of kind of opportunities and skills and strategies that they have to use. Anchoring, it's great. Anchoring is stealing an emotion, stealing a response. I introduced the idea of triggering emotional states. This will be of central importance to the persuasion process. I tell them to remember times when they felt highly motivated, and then to amplify the feeling. Can you feel it? It amplifies as it goes around. Each time that it goes around, it boosts you, and you get the feeling more and more. I then attach it to the trigger of rubbing their legs. Hold that feeling as you rub your leg. Keep the feeling there getting stronger and stronger. After a few repetitions, they can create the motivated state on command just by rubbing. And the more they do it, the stronger the association becomes. These will be of use later on, don't worry about them now, but these all represent something important to you, so thank you very much. I give them a realistic toy gun each, to apparently symbolise their new role as thought criminals. 4 of the subjects will need these guns in a couple of weeks. In the style of such seminars, we finish with a group visualisation. Here I shift the focus of the seminar towards motivation and an attitude of just do it, and reiterate the language of criminality. When a toddler just sees something, wants it, and goes and gets it, nothing kind of stands in its way. There's just that sense of just do it, just get it, and it's like a green light that just says go. Just do it. I also transfer the rubbing leg trigger across to a piece of music. Bring the feeling back. Keep it going. Whenever you hear that music in your head, you can just go for it. So this now brings them all up to yesterday afternoon, and there are a couple more pieces of the jigsaw puzzle I need to put into place. The motivated state in itself isn't quite enough, so I need to turn it a little more aggressive for them, but without ringing any alarm bells. So I have them create a feeling of aggression and attach it to the trigger of a squeezed fist. You take hold of it in that hand and you anchor it to that feeling of that hand just there squeezing as you take all that aggression. As you move that around and around inside of you, as it doubles and triples and moves around inside of you, building up that feeling of... Then I have them trigger off the motivated state by rubbing the leg at the same time to combine both states together. You are linking these powerfully and inextricably together. Good. And just... They try this a couple of times and are now able to tap into a darker state. And they still feel this is entirely for their benefit. This is your most powerful state that you as a human being can achieve. That's what it does. That's what the music does. That's what the words do. That's what that green intensity does. All of those things that are triggering this off, that's what you get. How's that?
Mental.
Good.
Yeah.
This whole area has been cordoned off from the public and is being supervised by the police. Our 4 subjects have been told to expect a phone call and that they'll have to travel into the City of London for a final motivational session. Hey, how you doing? It's Darren. Hello. Just about to pick you up. There's a car just around the corner is going to come and get you, so if you can grab your stuff, and I will see you in a bit. I think the car's going to drop you just down the road, so you've got to walk up the last bit by yourself.
Targets in zone 1.
Oh, there he is.
Stand by car. Go car. Cue music. Security guard.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to interrupt proceedings, but this is a hold-up. Get down on the floor. Get down on the floor.
I think she get on the floor.
Don't she? Don't she?
On the floor.
On your front, on your front. Move over. On your front. Look forward, look forward.
Tell you what, mate, you try anything, you're dead, alright? Go on in. Look forward, mate, or I'll fucking kill you with this. Look forward. Look forward.
Mate, don't move. Hands on your head.
Mate, if you move, I swear to God, you're dead, mate. If you've got family...
Danny.
Well done.
Just a second. All right. It's okay. Take a moment.
Stand by security guard. Stand by security guard. Cue music. Cue security guard.
Ali! Ali! How are you? All right. Yeah. Have a nice minute.
Stealing sweets is one thing, but stealing boxes of money from the Bank of England is a completely different kettle of fish.
I'm a good person.